Good morning everyone. This is Rajesh from Department of Information Technology. Today I am going to take about the need for object oriented. So according to design thinking, empathize, define, validate and prototype and test. Understand user needs through real world entities. Define, identify clear object structures. Validate, explore multiple class based solutions. Prototype, build quickly using reusable components. Last one, test, validate modular object behavior. Okay, implementation of procedure oriented programming. Data exposure, code reusability, maintenance difficulties, real world modeling and scalability issues. Data exposure is nothing but identifying modification and corruption. So it's like taking the data and modify them without the knowledge of others. Next one, code reusability. So we can use different types of codes by inheriting into another class. So we need not do extra coding, just we can call the already typed coding to any classes. Next one, maintenance difficulty. So it ripple affects the use of complexity. It's very easy to maintain. If we need changes to a particular object, then we can change it, or we can change the class, and also we can change the member function inside the class also. It doesn't affect the other files. Next one, real world modeling. It's a difficult representing entity. In real world modeling also, everywhere we are using object oriented programming. Without objects, we cannot use any type of entities these days. For example, in IoT devices, each electronic device is considered as an object. Scalability issues. Managing complexity is a challenge. When multiple objects are connected and it is considered as a different entity each time, the database must be updated. Problem with the structure programming. Data function binding, real world modeling, reliability and cost, manageability. Last one is data structure challenges. In structure programming, we can only use the same data type, and it can be also created with the data function binding only. We cannot abstract the data from stopping from other unwanted classes. Real world modeling, difficulty in accurately representing real world scenarios. Reliability and cost, needs to unreliable software and increased development process. Data structure changes, it can be only changed to a limited conditions like stacks, queues and vectors. Can be reused but only for a particular point. Manageability is complex and it is very difficult to maintain or erase. Why industry need a new approach? Rapid growth, modular demand, real world systems, security needs and a flexible structure. For a flexible structure, we have to go for a advanced version. The advanced version is nothing but can be easily updated at any time, any point of view, and without affecting any other modules. So rapid growth is increased software complexity. In structure programming, we cannot do that. Only in object oriented programming we can do it. Need for modular, scalable and reusable softwares. So nowadays open source softwares are available. So for those open software, we can develop an adapter using object oriented programming. Next one, real world systems. So it reflects actual behavior. So these actual behavior consider very cost effective and it is limited in time. Maintaining it is a very difficult part. security needs. So need to hide sensitive data, but in structured programming we are unable to do that. And flexible logic is nothing but the maintenance is very high in structure, but considered in OOPS it can be easily maintained. What OOPS refers? It consists of objects, classes, security, modularity, and reusability, easier to build, and real-world modeling. Objects are nothing but representation of classes. Classes are nothing but consists of member functions and member variables, can be protected, publicly used, and also can be used as private parts also. Security, modularity, and reusability. So these are the main things for easier to build, and it can be implemented in real-world modeling also. Key benefits of adopting OOPS. It consists of message passing, data abstraction, encapsulation, polymorphism, and inheritance. Message passing is nothing but giving a object to object communication. Focuses on essential features like public, private, and protected. Encapsulation, it protects and controls the data. Inheritance, like single inheritance, multi-level, and multiple inheritance. Polymorphism is used for reusability. Real world situations where OOPS becomes unnecessary. Necessary. Student course management, banking systems, games and simulations, hospital management, and e-commerce. E-commerce is nothing but banking, multiple connectivity between many resources like online shopping, etc. Banking is like a transaction made by digital and even through cash also. While monetizing from digital to we are need of OOPS concept. In hospital management, it recognizes the patient and it restores and retrieve the medical resources for the patient. Games are creates interactive gaming experiences like multiverse gaming. Next one, student course management tracks academic progress and course enrollment. Mind map. So mind map is also need of object-oriented programming, limitation of procedure or object-oriented programming, industry needs requiring new approach. What OOP offers core concepts, key benefits of object-oriented programming, and object-oriented real-time situations, design thinking steps for object-oriented context. Thank you. Thank you for your valuable time.